Nieve is one of Old School RuneScape's most iconic characters of all time, so as a result, it was somewhat of a shock to players that in the Monkey Madness 2 quest, she was suddenly killed off. There wasn't much of a reason to kill off an NPC, only to replace her with a male version of that same character. Unless, however, they wanted to get back at the Jmod who designed the NPC, and remove even more of their content from the game. Let's dive into this theory because it's a very interesting one. Nieve is an NPC who was originally designed by Modrics, one of the very first Old School RuneScape team members. He was the designer behind a lot of the game's content, such as Zaya and the Wilderness bosses. What a lot of people don't know, however, is that Nieve is actually based on a person from real life. Most people refer to Nieve as Modrics' girlfriend, but in reality, after doing some digging, they are just good friends. Nieve actually does actively play Old School RuneScape and has the username Nieve as well. Anyway, Modrics designed a lot of the content over the years that players seemed to really enjoy, so it was strange to suddenly see him fired in April of 2015. As a result, the rumor mill started and we were left with a couple theories. The main theory is actually about a glitch I've talked about in the past. This glitch is most well known as the Corporal Beast Invincibility glitch. Basically, the way it worked is when attacking the Corporal Beast, if you had a granite maul your inventory and tried to log out, you'd then become invincible. It would work on basically any NPC in the game as well as at pest control, but it was mainly abused at Corp due to the drops you could get. The glitch itself was kept under wraps for quite a long time, and when it was eventually patched, Jagex actually made no public mention of it despite it causing literally thousands of sigils to enter the game. Now, what exactly does this all have to do with Modrics? Well, there's two things. The first one being he was the designer of the Corporal Beast for Old School and was the one who remade the entire cave based on the original. Secondly, one of the generals in Reach's clan chat was one of the main abusers of this bug. Now, the thing is, it's not uncommon for mods to be friends and know bug abusers. This is because it's much easier to keep track of them and patch whatever they find. However, what makes this suspicious is that if that's the case, this glitch could have been known about for months and gone unpatched. Why would they delay patching something this long unless there was a benefit for it? Now this is how Modrics got the nickname Mod Audi. It wasn't long after this glitch was discovered and patched that Modrics started driving to work in an Audi A4. Since Reach's termination, other mods have even joked about it on live streams and on Twitter. As you can see, ModMattK jokes about it after receiving an Elysian Spirit Shield in Deadman mode.
There are these.
There's some edges in there. So
you gotta resist making any jokes about it.
What?
I know it's hard.
what car shall we get?
You said
Yeah, I couldn't help it. It's terrible.
This leads us to one main hole in this theory. This comment from ModMattK on Reach's Reddit termination thread. Hey everyone, I can't go into any more detail, but this has nothing to do with the bug with Corp. This was an entirely different matter. So let's actually read the official reason Jagex terminated Reach. It is with regret that we have some sad and unfortunate news to share with you. Today, Modrics was dismissed from employment at Jagex, following an investigation into serious misuse of moderator privileges. This was flagged to us by system checks, which track and log code changes made to the live game. We were able to intercept the intended changes before anything could impact the game economy. So what does this actually mean? To be honest, it's just a whole lot of nothing. Jagex didn't disclose the exact reason, most likely for legal reasons or just common courtesy. So where does this leave us now? The Corporal Beast theory could be completely wrong, but with how often it's joked about and how many times we've seen it, it's fully possible that this is the reason, but Jagex simply wasn't allowed to say it or didn't want to. Anyway, after digging through Modrics' Twitter, I found nothing but cryptic messages about how these code changes that got him fired weren't intended to destroy anything. Now, what does this all actually have to do with Nieve? Well, Reach clearly didn't leave on necessarily good terms based on how Jagex has outright said that they want to remove and strip out Modrics' content entirely, a lot of which they've actually already done.
Honestly, I would love to just strip that boss out and start again. As we've done with quite a lot of Modrics' content. But it's always difficult to place a boss down.
Now, Nieve, which, like I previously said, was designed by Modrics, is more or less the game's most popular Slayer Master. It only makes sense that to get back at Modrics, they'd kill off essentially the most popular character he's ever created. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if so, drop a like and comment your opinion about this whole thing. Regardless of what you do, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.